We are living at a crucial moment in the advancement of humanity. Everything is in flux. Materialism and reliance on increasingly sophisticated technology have reached unprecedented extremes, while a new yearning for purpose and a path to attainment is swiftly gaining ground. In this context, those of us with vision to pierce the veil separating material reality from the infinite realities about us are here now to awaken this sensitivity among everyone. This involves fully assuming and sharing the growing body of evidence linking quantum physics with the enlightenment sought by mystics since the dawn of consciousness. On the basis of the common ground existing between these two disciplines, we can now formulate a visionary credo in the form of a verbal mandala, setting out the context and function of this growing purpose. Quantum metaphysics tells us that reality is an illusion. Existence plays out on limitless numbers of parallel timelines. Visionary insight empowers us to alter the makeup of our single now. In turn, worldviews shift, and we gain greater control over destiny. Our purpose is to share these visions by evoking parallel realities, to trigger varying degrees of knowing among those in our circles, thus contributing to raising awareness and ushering in the new paradigm. This statement distills the essence of the potential and the responsibility we have been given in these transitional times. Meditating on these 7 precepts reveals we are entrusted with a mission and can make a very real contribution to heightening collective consciousness among all those we may happen to reach. Shaping our own destiny. Since we share this huge responsibility, we must learn how to jump the timelines and steer ourselves into the parallel universe where our visions are able to fulfill their purpose. This tends to be rather easier for those of us already in phase with the flow of the paradigm shift and not hung up on fatalistic, materialist worldviews with nihilist notions such as "you only live once." Visionary visualization. One way of making a real difference in the world as we perceive it is to define and visualize our own archetypical universe that vibrates in harmony with higher spheres. This can go as far as tuning in to an alternative universe and giving it substance in our own reality, with a work such as Genesis Antarctica. Or you can quite simply map out the context of your own parallel universe, defining its origins, its architects, its belief systems, its social framework, its aspirations, paths of development and degrees of awareness. Once these have been defined, you can then people it with individual multiple life stories, succeeding each other and interacting with other multiple role players who contribute to each other's development. In other words, you have it within you to be the master of your own parallel universe. You can reach this goal in a multitude of ways. It can be anything from a purely mental concept to a few pages of notes, right up to a fully structured whole view, defined and disseminated as such or expressed through visual art, music, or literature. The beauty and the wonder of this approach is that, in fact, it is not just the fruit of your imagination. You are not making anything up. Because as we know, there are endless billions of universes out there, occupying parallel dimensions. The one we have defined actually does exist, sometime, somewhere. Giving form to our parallel world, however we go about it, is an intensely rewarding process, both for ourselves and for humanity as a whole. Once it has been initiated, you will soon learn how far in this direction you should go. Reading the signs. Since adopting this purpose brings us into line with the upcoming shift, we can expect to be given signs when we are on the right path. These synchronistic events can assume many forms, from apparently minor coincidences to genuinely life-changing events. For example, meeting a key person at a pivotal moment, or being inspired to do a particular thing at a particular time that subsequently turns out to have been a decisive development in our own personal storyline. We must never forget that absolutely nothing happens by chance. We are the architects of our own destiny as we fulfill our purpose to nurture and transmit our visionary insight to those who urgently need it in this instant of the eternal now. Bearing all this in mind, we just have to make sure we jump to the right timeline and keep on track.